powers and functions of the parliament, right? So see, powers and functions, it is like this. We have Lok Sabha, we have Rajya Sabha. Okay, we will discuss separately tomorrow. But as of now, today, I will just discuss all of them in detail, together. We all know parliament means two houses, right? Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. So tomorrow, I will discuss who is more powerful. Lok Sabha is more powerful or Rajya Sabha is more powerful. In what way? But today, I will just give you some command, powers and functions. So, see in the men's, especially in the men's, remember that. In the men's, there will be different category of question. They might even ask you why the Lok Sabha is more powerful. Or they might ask you, give two special power of the Rajya Sabha. Or in what way the Lok Sabha is more powerful than the Rajya Sabha. So all that we're going to discuss tomorrow. Okay. But today, I will just discuss in detail. Powers and functions of the Indian Parliament together. Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha together. This might come for 20 marks also. So in this case, you write only 1 point, okay? You write together. When it is only powers and functions of the parliament, you discuss together. But if you're asking special power of the Lok Sabha, you try to split the answer. Okay, so that is the only way. So see, I said from the very beginning, your notes is available in the Lakshmikan. 100% it is there in the Lakshmikan. You can trust the Lakshmikan, okay? So here, you just try to listen. Try to know the concept. Coming to class is just know the concept, okay? Please know the concept, that's all. Materials anywhere is separate. So first, powers of the parliament is going to be the legislative power. Known as the legislative powers. Legislative powers, legislative means to make laws, that's all, okay? In short, what is legislative powers? To make laws, that's all. Legislative means to make laws. That's all. So why you want to be a member of the Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha? Why you want to get elected to this house? To make laws. You want to be a lawmaker, game changer, right? See, no matter how rich you are, until and unless you are a member of the parliament, you are no one. Okay. Nothing outside the parliament, everything inside the parliament. In democracy like India, everything inside the parliament, nothing outside of the parliament. You might be the richest man, Mukesh Ambani, but no, you don't have powers. Because you are not part of the Indian Parliament. Part of the Indian Parliament means you are in power, you are in action, you are in execution of law. You're too powerful now. You are VIPs now. No one can touch you now. Once you get elected to this house, there are so many procedures. We all know, see, Mr. Subramanian was just an ordinary man, right? But now, once you get elected to the Lok Sabha, now so many bodyguards, so many quarters, facilities, allowances there. So it is different. It is very much different. Once you get elected, you are too much. Whether you are in ruling opposition, once you get elected, your power is too much now. Because everything, no matter how rich you are, no, until unless it is passed in the parliament, no one can do anything. Anything is in the parliament of India. To make a law, to create a new state, to make allowance to the state, money, everything is in the hands of the parliament. Nothing outside of the parliament, everything inside the parliament. In democracy, the parliament cannot make a man a woman a man. Apart from that, almost they can do anything. Almost they can do anything. Okay, the parliament can do so many things. Now Nagaland is a state, but who can destroy it? Nagaland is a state, but Nagaland can be split, divided, destroyed by the parliament anytime. Possible. Now ENBO, you see, our friend ENBO are dividing the state. Yes or no? Eastern Nagaland Provinces, they're almost demanding a new state. Possible, very much possible. We have 28 states now. The parliament can make it do 20, even do 9. Possible. They can make it even 5. Possible, very much possible. So they are too powerful. They are part of the lawmakers. So the most important powers of parliament is legislative powers to make laws. Legislative power means to make laws. So let's see. What kind of a law they can make? Okay. We all know the basic understanding would be to make laws. To make laws. And it is like this. if you find in the Indian Parliament, we have three lists: union list, state list, and the concurrent list. See, what I said list means, what is meant by union list? List means something has been written out there. Okay. Take example, today you go to bazaar, you will buy 2 kg of rice, 2 kg of meat, 2 kg of potato and all, right? List has been written. So like that, union list means a long list, which is where something has been written. Actually, originally, the union list consists of 97 subjects. There are 97 subjects. There are 97 subjects mentioned in the union list. Okay, too important. There are 97 subjects mentioned in the union list. So what is this? Take example. Defense, currency. Take the example. Who can change the money? We have 2,000 notes, right? As of now, we have 2,000 notes. But who can make it to 5,000? Parliament of India. They can change it in the night, right? That is on us making a change in the currency of India. Defense. Take the example. We have defense means Army, Navy, Air Force, and all, right? Take the example. The retirement of the army officer is 60 years. But the parliament can make it do 65 years, even tonight, possible. They can make a law in the defense, which is mentioned in the union list. Okay. So, union list is 97 in number originally. As of now, it keeps on increasing. Approximately, there are around 100 subjects mentioned in the union list as of now. But originally, too important. How many? 97. Often asked in NBSC. Originally, how much? 97 subjects mentioned in the union list. So here, who can make the laws? It is the parliament. Absolute law. The parliament can make laws. Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha together, they can make laws. Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha together, they can make laws in the subject mentioned in the union list, which is 97 in number originally. So these are the absolute power. Defense, currency, atomic energy, foreign affairs, all this, the parliament can make the laws anytime. So that is an absolute power of the Parliament of India. Next, we have the state list. State list, it was 61. 61 subjects mentioned in the state list before. It was 61. So here, what they can do? It is like this. It is like this. In the state list, the state of Nagaland can make laws. Okay, state list is for a state, a particular state. Take example, Nagaland. Nagaland can make laws in the state list because state list belong to the state, not to the center. This is too important. Nagaland can make laws in the state list because the state list belong to the state, not to the government, not to the parliament. But even in the state list, there are 5 conditions where the parliament can make the laws. I'm going to give you a note now. Okay, I'll give you a note. Even in the state list, there are 5 conditions where the parliament can also make laws. Absolute power. 5 conditions. This is very important. You have to memorize this. There are 5 conditions where even the parliament can even interfere in the state list of that particular state. Under 5 circumstances. Which I'll give you now. In the union list, Parliament of India, they have absolute power. No confusion there. But even the state list, the parliament can make laws anytime under 5 certain circumstances, which I will give you now. The state list, the best example will be the agriculture, police. Okay, these are some of the subjects mentioned in the state list. Police department, who can make laws? State government. Okay, agriculture department, the state can make laws. Take example, Nagaland police, your DSP. You will get a DSP, the first post, right? The police superintendent of police. If you chose police force. Now, the DSP promotion is 12 years, right? But they can reduce it into 8 years. Possible. Who can make the laws? The parliament. Even the state can make laws. But the parliament also make laws. Okay, so like this, state list, it is the Nipirio, our chief minister, the 60 MLA can make the laws. But again, here also, the parliament is going to be different under 5 circumstances, which I'll give you now. So even in the state list, which is just like agriculture, yes, agriculture department, police department, again, Even though it is the state who makes the laws, the Parliament of India will interfere under 5 circumstances. Under 5 circumstances. So let's see what are the 5 circumstances where the Parliament of India is going to interfere the state police of any Indian state. Any Indian state. See, any doubt, please ask, okay? Any doubt, please ask. The first condition is national emergency, which means war. If we are having a war with Pakistan, China, any other country, the Parliament will interfere in the state of any Indian state. The first conditions. Okay, too important. Under what conditions the Parliament can make laws in the state list of any Indian state? There are 5 conditions. The first condition is during national emergency, which means war. We are having a war with Pakistan, China, any other country. In that conditions, the state is going to interfere, the Parliament of India, to make laws. The first condition. Second condition is state emergency. The second condition is known as the state emergency. Take the best example of Manipur. What is happening in Manipur? In Manipur, Chief Minister has been suspended. No more Chief Minister. The state of Manipur has been taken over by the government of India. Because in Manipur there is a huge law and order problem. In Manipur, the state government is unable to control the people. There is a fight going on in Manipur. Okay, so many people have died. So, no more Chief Minister. He cannot look after the people. He cannot maintain law and order. So, the Chief Minister has been suspended. All the ministers has been suspended. The state assembly is dissolved. Now, who will make the laws? The Parliament of India. No more Chief Minister. If you go to Manipur, there is a central regime. It is the Parliament now who has taken over control of the state government of Manipur. Because in Manipur, for almost 2-3 years, there is a huge law and order problem. Because of this reason. Because of this reason, now the Parliament can make laws in the state list of Manipur. This is the second condition. Okay. When the circumstances emerge. Very bad situation is going on in Manipur. So the assembly cannot make laws. It's been dissolved. MNA power is not there. Minister power is not there. Who makes the laws? It is the Parliament of India. The second condition. The third is international agreements. The state government cannot sign international agreement. Some states in India are sharing border with international country. Take example Bangladesh. Assam is bordering Bangladesh. Right? Rajasthan is bordering Pakistan. Nagaland is bordering Myanmar. You see. Arunachal Pradesh, the state is bordering China. So we have a border issue, or might be any other agreement. Here, the state cannot sign the agreement. It is the Parliament of India who will sign the agreement in the name of that particular state. So the third condition is to sign the international agreement. The Parliament of India is going to differ. So that is the third condition. In that conditions, the Parliament can make laws in that particular state. That is the third condition. To sign international agreement, we need the interference of the Parliament. So that is the third circumstances where the Parliament is going to interfere. Anytime. The third conditions. And the fourth condition is when two or more states request consent. Sometimes, take example, Nagaland and Manipur is an issue over the Sukuveli. Sukuveli is a very good place, right? Manipur say it's mine. Nagaland also say it's mine. So, in that conditions, we will ask the Parliament of India. Both Nagaland and Manipur will say, okay, let's give the case to the Parliament of India. Let's Parliament settle the issue. In that conditions, again the Parliament can make laws in any Indian state, either Nagaland or Manipur. Okay, therefore we differ. That is the four conditions where the Parliament can make laws in any Indian state. The fourth condition is when requested by two or more states over an issue, over any issue. It might be a border issue, it may be a fencing issue, it may be an economic issue, business issue, or it might be a murder case and all. Let's request the Parliament to make a law. We cannot make a law on this area or on this issue. Let's the Parliament interfere in the state case. So this is the four conditions where the Parliament of India will interfere anytime. The fourth conditions. And the last will be the Rajya Sabha, not the Lok Sabha. Okay, I will discuss this in another topic, but remember, it is the Rajya Sabha who can make laws in the state case anytime, even in normal circumstances. Special, exceptional power of the Rajya Sabha, but they're all known as the Parliament. Okay, that is why this is the fifth conditions where the Parliament is going to interfere. The Parliament can make laws in any Indian state case anytime. If Rajya Sabha passes a resolution supported by special majority. Article 249 you have to remember. What is this Article 249? Special power of the Rajya Sabha to make laws in any Indian state anytime, even in normal circumstances, even now. Take the example. Nagaland, we are having normal circumstances, right? Normal conditions, we're happy. But even in these conditions, the Rajya Sabha can interfere in the state of Nagaland. Anytime, or any Indian states. If they pass a resolution in the Rajya Sabha. Article 249 is too important. What is this Article 249? Special power of the Rajya Sabha to interfere in the state of any Indian states, even in normal circumstances. Anytime. But not the Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha. But here we are discussing as incumbent powers of the Parliament. So this is the five conditions. This is the fifth conditions. Even in normal circumstances, that means even in peaceful time. Okay. The other four is somehow in a tricky situation, in a war, in a dispute, right? But even in the last one, Article 249, Rajya Sabha, this is even in normal circumstances. So this is the fifth condition. This is the fifth condition. We can adopt this one. Okay. This is a very important topic. National emergency, state emergency, international agreement. Two more states, Rajya Sabha passing a resolution. So this is the fifth way in where the Parliament is going to interfere in the state case anytime. That shows that the Parliament is too powerful. That shows that how the Indian Parliament is too powerful. Union list, absolute power of the Parliament. Yes. Union list, no one can touch that. That is Parliament. But again, in the state case, under five circumstances, they are going to interfere. Okay? They are going to interfere. So that shows that the Parliament of India is too powerful. Last one more. The congruent list. Congruent list, take example, it's a joint list. Okay, of the NACS and NBSC. Congruent list is a joint list, which means all the Parliament and any state government can make laws. It's a joint list, joint power. Who can make laws here? In the congruent list, both the Parliament and state government. Okay, anyone. Joint powers. In the congruent list, both the Parliament and the state government can make laws. But however, in the concurrent list, take the example, Forest Department. Okay, Forest Education Department, Forest and Education Department are all mentioned in the concurrent list. Okay, so take example, Forest Department of Nagaland. That is a concurrent list. So that shows that Parliament of India can also make laws in the Forest Department of Nagaland. State government of Nagaland can also make laws in the Forest Department. Possible. It's a joint list. But if there is a conflict, between the Parliament in that particular state, in that conditions, again, the parliament is going to be given more power. Because parliament is like the father. Okay, so the state is just like its son and daughter. Parliament is more powerful. You see? I'll give you one more example. There is one national park in Maryland, right? Intangi National Park. Yes or no? Intangi National Park. So in that Intangi National Park, the state government of Nagaland also wants to bring a law particular to that national park, for that national park. But the government of India also wants to make a law for that national park, Intangi National Park. One separate law for that. In that conditions, the Parliament of India will be given more power, not the state. No, state, you stop it. Let's first give reference to the Parliament. And they can make the laws in the Intangi National Park of Nagaland. So even though it's a joint list, if there is a conflict again, the center will be given more power to make the laws. But anytime the state can also make law. Okay, state can also make law. But if there's conflicts, same day, on the same day they want to make a law. In that conditions, 2% is never going to be allowed to make laws. We will give to one person, that is Parliament of anytime. Okay, anytime. So this is a very tricky one. Concurrent list means is a joint list. And it was 47. Originally it was 47. If you see now, it will be around 52. But originally you remember it was 47. It was 47. As of now it is 52. So you know this, how much now? How much was it this? It was? Yes? 5,000? How much? You know this? You came across, how much it was? You know this? Approximately? You know this was how much? You're coming for the first time? I don't know how much you do this. 97, the state is now. Originally it was. The state is 61, and the calculator is as of is 87. So these are some of the things we should remember. Okay? No other option. This originally you have to memorize. This is memorize. So this is the thing. So these are the things where the Parliament of India is going to interfere. And all these together are known as the legislative powers. Okay, these are known as the legislative powers of the Parliament of India. So you can ask any question if you have any doubt here. Legislative power. In short, legislative means to make laws. To make laws, that's all. Here you can expand. Okay, just memorize the subheading. It is known as legislative powers. Okay, from there, what is this? To make laws. You give so many examples. You make laws in the state list. You can make laws in the concurrent list. You can make laws in the forest department, education department, any department. You can make laws. And there are 5 conditions where the parliament can also make laws in the state list. There are 5 conditions. I'll take another 20 minutes, okay? After that, I will let you go. Last 20 minutes, we will discuss the executive power. Executive. See, before I give you the executive powers, we have 2 types of executive. Okay, we have political executive, we have permanent executive. Political executive means the ministers. The ministers are known as political executive. And permanent executive, you can take the example of an IAS officer or like an EAC like you. If you bring an EAC, you are known as NCS, which means the permanent executive. Okay, IAS officer are known as the permanent executive, or even an NCS, EAC and one known as permanent executive. Political executive means the minister. Okay, political executive means the minister. And remember, in democracy, it is the political executive who is more powerful. This is so important because they are elected. I've given you the notes, right? The Lok Sabha members are elected. Even the Rajya Sabha, they are all elected. Either directly or indirectly. And you are appointed. Why the politicians are more powerful than the bureaucrats, civil servant, just like you, EAC, or an IAS officer? Why an IAS officer is less powerful than a minister? Because of this reason. He is appointed. The IAS officer or an EAC is appointed, but these ministers are elected. That is only way. And so they are more powerful. And so anytime you have to give respect. Remember, when you work as an EAC, as a DSP, as an inspector, you have to respect these people because they are lawmakers. They are the one who can. They are the one who will give you appointment. They are the one who can terminate you. Okay, they are the one who has appointed you. So they are more powerful in democracy. So more of you will work together. Political executive and permanent executive. He cannot work with them. He needs your help. Okay, but unfortunately, in democracy, they are more powerful. We all know, we all crack in BCC, prelims, mains, interview. Tough, right? But for them, every 5 years there is an election. For these politicians, for Rio, you have to come this every 5 years. For him, his exam is every 5 years. Okay. For you, once you break MBC, whole life you will enjoy. So this is too important. This is too important. That is why he is more powerful. Executive power is, there are so many executive power. But the most important is no confidence motion. Which, before the break, I just introduced it. No confidence motion. Which means voting. Which means voting. Under the executive powers of the parliament, no confidence motion is the most powerful power of the parliament to control the ministers. Okay, no confidence motion is the most powerful executive power to control the ministers. They give a check. This is the most important executive power. Executive power, you can say it's kind of a questions. You ask question to the minister. Where is the money being spent? Right? Where is the money being spent? We have sanctioned 20 crore for education department. So you can ask in the parliament, yes. You can ask any type of question in the parliament. Where have you spent the money? Mr. Superman can ask Muti, yes. Where have that 2 billion which you have sanctioned? Was that spent on the right purpose? Possible? Possible? You can ask the minister, even the prime minister. You are just a member of the parliament. You are from Lok Sabha. Take example, you are Mr. Sabongman. As an opposition member, you can challenge him. Possible? You can challenge Modi. You can challenge Amit Shah. Possible? You can ask question. Asking question is also an executive power of the parliament. And no confidence motion is the most important executive power of the parliament to check the ruling party, which means the minister, which means the council of minister headed by the prime minister. So let's see the no confidence motion. Why the ministers are afraid of this one? Why the ministers are afraid of this no confidence motion? No confidence motion. No confidence motion means, in short, voting. Voting will take place in the lower house, in the Lok Sabha, not in the Rajya Sabha. Too important. No confidence motion can be introduced only in the Lok Sabha, not in the Rajya Sabha, not in the Rajya Sabha. Remember my point. No confidence motion can be introduced only in the Lok Sabha. But what is this no confidence motion? It is voting. We have all one vote. As a member of the parliament, we have just one vote. I am Prime Minister Muti, but I just have one vote. You are just Mrs. Homer, but you also have just one vote. Everyone has only one vote. So my answer for you is no confidence motion is introduced only in the Lok Sabha. Okay, what is this? It is voting. Voting is going to take place. But who will introduce? Who will introduce the no confidence motion? Only by the opposition party leader. Too important. No confidence motion is only going to be introduced by the opposition party, which means the opposition leader. Rahul Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi. Okay. Mr. Rahul Gandhi, our Prime Minister Rahul Gandhi, every time he is waiting for this. party have to prove majority. Opposition will introduce no confidence motion anytime only in the Lok Sabha, where the ruling party have to prove majority. In short, Narendra Modi have to prove majority. That I have 276. Lok Sabha is 550. So I have how many votes? 276 votes. In that conditions, you don't have to resign. But if you are unable to show 276, you have no other option but to resign. Okay, so many prime ministers resigned before 5 years. Jawaharlal Nehru, Indira Gandhi, Rajiv Gandhi, all have resigned before 5 years because no confidence motion was allowed to pass. You should never allow to pass no confidence motion. What will happen if it is passed? That shows that you have the majority support. It is the opposition. It is the opposition where every time they will try to introduce, possible anytime they can introduce in the Lok Sabha. But if it is allowed to pass, what will happen? If the no confidence motion is allowed to pass in the lower house, in the Lok Sabha, the ruling party have to resign. Or else, automatically dismissed by the Mr. President of India. That shows that Mr. Modi is unable to show maturity. So why Modi is not resigning? Because Modi has more than 300. Okay, as of now, Modi is 300 plus. The votes. Rahul Gandhi is every time increasing it, but not possible. Not possible. He cannot pass that. Alright. So this is the reason our Modi is the Prime Minister of India till now. Till now. So too important. You will get across this. So executive power of the parliament means the no confidence motion. What is no confidence motion? An executive power where voting will take place in the Lok Sabha. And if in the voting, if the no confidence motion is allowed to pass, the ruling party have to, what it will do? The ruling party, what will happen to Prime Minister Modi now? He or she must resign. Okay, he or she must resign. That is only the still important. If the no confidence motion is allowed to pass in the lower house, the Prime Minister have to resign along with all the ministers, and automatically opposition party will take over. The whole party will become the next new Prime Minister of India. Any no doubt here? So this is the executive power of the Parliament of India. Executive power means asking question. Another one more executive power is you can ask question to the minister. That is also an executive power. Okay, you can ask a minister. Mr. Amit Shah as a home minister, where have you spent that money? Or why are we unable to control law and order in Manipur? Possible? Possible? As a member, you can ask, why are you not able to control the law and order in Manipur? Possible? That is why Parliament is a fish market. I don't know. Our Indian Parliament is a fish market. Once you get elected here to the Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, you can shout, you can do anything, you have the freedom. Okay, now no one can arrest you. No one can be arrested. So that's why sometimes even physical action is going on in the parliament. Sometimes they will find it. Yes, you find it. Someone has been taken over in the Parliament of India. Just by speaking again, they will fight. Okay, so this is the worst thing. Our parliament is like a fish market. So this is the reason they are shouting. So this is the only way. This is known as the executive power. Yes, last page. What is this? The no confidence motion. What is this no confidence motion? In short, yes. It means a kind of a, yes, anyone, last page, yes, any one of you. No confidence motion is a kind of, what is no confidence motion? It is a kind of a voting, which will take place only in the house. Yeah. Lok Sabha, and if it is allowed to pass, what will happen? If the no confidence motion is allowed to pass in the lower house, in the Lok Sabha, what is going to happen? What will happen to the ruling party? They have to resign, right? So many prime ministers resign because of this reason. So if you want Rahul Gandhi to be the prime minister, he or she must be able to pass it one day, right? Possible. This term, okay. This is the 18th Lok Sabha. This is the 18th Lok Sabha. 18th Lok Sabha, we can expect Rahul Gandhi to be the prime minister at the end of the year. Possible, very much possible, okay? Because some of the Modi friends might run away. Modi is ruling the country, but he is not 276. Yeah, you see. PGB, how many seats are there in the parliament, in the Lok Sabha? Around 240, okay. 276 is not there. Now Modi is the prime minister, but only in partnership with some other parties. PGB is only around 240. They are not reaching to 276. So who knows? All the other members can join Rahul Gandhi. And Rahul Gandhi might be the next Prime Minister of India. It is very much possible. In politics, anything is possible. Okay, anything is possible. So in this term, we can also expect Rahul to be the next Prime Minister of India. It is for a few years. So this is the reason. Because Lok Sabha consists of 550 members. You just need 276. You just need 276 to be the Prime Minister. Or to be in the ruling party. Very much possible. Executive power. Last one more point I will discuss today. That will be the judicial powers. Okay, judicial powers. Judicial power means, in short, to remove someone is known as judicial power. Okay? When I say judicial, it means a judgment, right? That is right, that is wrong. You see? Judicial means just you are saying right or wrong. That is right, that is wrong. Which means you're going to be removed. So judicial power means removal power of the parliament. What are some of the judicial powers which is enjoyed by the Parliament of India? So let's see. It is the Parliament. The Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha has absolute power to remove all the posts in India, the constitutional posts. Absolute power, too important. No person is above the constitution. You might be, see, who are these constitutional posts? Constitutional posts means, take example, President of India, Vice President of India, okay. Or take example, UPC Chairman, members, Finance Commission of India, Election Commission of India, Supreme Court Judge, these are known as constitutional posts. Constitutional posts means the most respected post in India. Take example, you are an APC Chairman. It's a constitutional post. Too respected, right? Too powerful. We will respect those people because they are like now just like see, we feel like they are like a god. Okay, their powers are too powerful. You respect APC Chairman because he was select you. I don't know. You select APC Chairman members because he was select you. So these are very important constitutional posts, respected posts. But even if they are two constitutional posts, even though they are the most respected posts in India, no person is above the constitution. If you violate the constitution, you can be removed, which is known as judicial powers of the parliament. Who will remove you? The Parliament of India. Equal powers. Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha has equal powers. Remember, two important. Both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, which means the Parliament of India has the absolute power to remove all the constitutional posts in India if they violate the constitution. So take example, our vice president is going to resign, right? But that is politics. Actually, he said, I'm not feeling well. I want to resign. But actually, there is a process going on. There is a politics going on. Our vice president says, see, vice president, this president are elected for 5 years. Most of the constitutional posts are elected for 5 years. However, the president and the vice president, you see, if they violate the constitution, they can be removed by the parliament anytime. That is known as judicial powers. Too important, okay? Both the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha have equal powers to remove the constitutional of India. Every constitutional boss. The example I've given you is Mr. President, or might be the Vice President, might be the Speaker of the Lok Sabha, might be the Chairman of the UPSC, member of the UPSC. They are all constitutional posts. And remember, they can be removed in one field if they violate the Constitution. No question is about the Constitution. If you violate the Constitutions, the Parliament can anytime remove you through a process of special maturity. You memorize this point. The Parliament can remove the constitutional post through a process of special maturity. Special maturity means what? I'll give you all this another separate topic, but as of now, special maturity means what? In Lok Sabha, how many members? 550. So, special maturity is 276. Yes or no? Special maturity will be how much? Lok Sabha 550. So, how much should say yes to remove someone? Take example, you want to remove the Vice President of India since you violated the Constitution. So, 550 means special maturity will be 276. Yes, and Rajya Sabha 250. So, how much special maturity will be how much? Yes, 250. The special maturity will be how much? 126. You see, 126 members of the Rajya Sabha should vote in favor of removing the Vice President of India. In the Lok Sabha, it was 276 should say yes to remove the Mr. Vice President of India. One vote each. That is known as special majority. Because these are very powerful votes, very hard to remove. This is too important. This is often asked in MBSC. What is the process to remove these people? The process is special majority. And when I say special majority, both in the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, they have to pass a resolution. Lok Sabha, 550 members. So 276 should vote yes, we will remove the Mr. President of India. Since you have valid constitution. In the Rajya Sabha, out of 250, it was 126 should say yes. You have to vote. One vote is okay. You have to vote. So that is a special majority. So we'll end up here today. Okay. Tomorrow we'll go in very detail. Tomorrow Lok Sabha powers, Rajya Sabha powers together. Okay. Tomorrow is very important to us. This is very important. Today is just introduction. I hope I don't think there is much doubt. Yes. You have to speak because you're going to face an interview. See, to face an interview, even 1 mark is important. 55 marks. Okay, interview is 55. Our NPC interview is 55. So even 1 mark is going to drop. So now in direct, this is the best time. See, most of the numbers, okay, when they ask question, we feel like he is a bit over smart or like this, right? But no, never do that. Because we are brought up in that condition. I have seen the schools and colleges, no, you never talk about it. But if you go to the other Indian mainland, yes. If you go to Kolkata, Mumbai, no, they will interact. They will interact. Because interaction is the most important. MPC chairman, the members will never ask you a direct question. They will give you a situation. What do you think about the sexual harassment? Or what do you think about the unemployment in Netherlands? See, now you have to put some conclusions, suggestions. As an MPC aspirant, you will stand in the middle. You have to come to conclusions. Okay, every topic, you have to come to conclusions. What is parliament? You have to know. What is the importance of parliament? Pros and cons. Negative of the parliament, effects of parliament, positive side of the parliament, and come to a middle part at the end of the day. So this is how you will get selected. Remember, your batch is over, but we will be starting with one new batch. Okay, one new batch. We will start at the end of this month, August last week. So if any of your friends, any of your friends, your cousins and all, if you want to come for coaching also, one more batch we're going to start in the month of August last week. And you can come with 50% free offer, 50% free. And it's going to be 20,000. 50% free, 20,000, 10-month course. From August, we will end up only in the year June. Next year, June. So, this is one of the most affordable coaching so far in Nagaland. And our coaching center is known as a school because of this reason. School in the sense that, take the example, You might not be able to crack in the first attempt. Yes, you come for next year again, we will give you free. Even 2 times, 3 times. Take the example, maths is too hard. Polity is too hard. English is too hard. In the first batch, you are unable to catch up. You come in the second batch. Okay, like a school, where you have to go from A to B. Till you crack, you have to come. Like that, we have made it as a school. This is the only coaching center which is known as a school. Okay, which means once you join the coaching, it's lifelong. Till you crack the exam, you can come anytime. It's free. And feel free, you can interact. And we have some of the most experienced. Some are qualified in BSc, the other are at least 5, 10 years, 15 years experience in teaching in a college. Okay, so we have two sides. We will guide you from 2 sides. One is experience from the academic background, 10, 15 years experience. And the other are qualified in BSc. So these are the 2 things you are going to teach. So remember, this just like before the prelims, you have to utilize the day. Okay, the best way to crack this exam is you have to choose the right coaching center and the right materials. 2 things: right coaching center, right materials. And I think you have choose the right coaching center. We are very much happy. Now collect the materials, and it's time to study. Yes, time to invest. You have to invest now. This is the best time to invest. And you have joined at the right time. So, second batch, August last week. Anyone can come with a 50% free. And so, we will see you tomorrow. Okay, best of luck. And you try your best at your home. Alright, then. Thanks a lot.